Thank you, Christian, for joining us. It was a wonderful presentation out there, some amazing points you've made. But let's take the conversation a little further and understand from you on how do you think is Metaverse currently impacting the real estate and construction sector, and how do you think it will in the coming years?
Well, it's basically my favorite quote right now. We're still early, and that also relates to the construction, design, architecture. Many architects are having a hard time thinking about VR, regular VR, putting on goggles. Then you come around the corner with Metaverse, telling them everything would look like comic-y and very colorful. This is not their thing, which is totally understandable. Some are asking me, well, the Metaverse, is this just joke? Is this going to go away? No, it's not. Because from the position it takes on the Gartner hype cycle, Web3 that has to do with the Metaverse, NFT are much further on the Gartner hype cycle. They won't go away. Definitely not. People think I'm joking, but they thought the same about electric cars, about the internet as we know it today. And it's the same thing. In 10 years, nobody will discuss it away.
Interesting you would say that, because my next question in that case is, how does the metaverse differ from the usage of VR and all the other digital twin technologies that we see in the construction and obviously other sectors as well?
Well, the digital twin part is not here since today. So it's there for a long time. It has to do with VR, with other graphical engines, graphical tools. But they are all sandboxed. And the metaverse, which is not there today, because there is not the metaverse. There are virtual spaces, maybe you can call them mini-verses, whatever. But the metaverse, linking everything together, will be there. I'm absolutely sure in maybe 10 years, maybe in 15 years, but it will be there. And then all the digital twin technologies, all digital twin experiences will come to each other and hopefully work with each other via APIs, interoperability, and so on. But today it's a very fragmented space. You're right.
Yeah, also digital twin has definitely helped us, tackle a lot of challenges. But then what does it mean for metaverse? Like, what kind of challenges can we overcome with the adoption of metaverse, especially in the AEC industry?
Well, if you think of a building that is rebuilt as its digital twin, and in the real world you have so many limitations that have to do with physics, for example, with processes that are very complicated. That's why you need a facility manager for, right? In the metaverse, or let's call it digital twin at that point, you can make everything much easier, much lighter, quite literally, because you don't have to cope with physics. But you can one-on-one rebuild the building that you have 100%. You can make the processes visible, which you can do today, but it's much more complicated. And you can way easier change them, align them, edit them for future buildings, for new buildings that are added to the old building. And that is, well, if you just think about bureaucracy, building a new building next to your old one, and then thinking about the bureaucracy as a digital twin, there is none. And that is basically a good example for how much lighter digital twins are versus their real life pendants.
But one of the key challenges, and this will be the last question for you, is obviously the awareness and education around technology. And this is not just metaverse, even digital twin. There was a lot of awareness that took place. With metaverse, what more do you think we need to do as an industry to create that kind of awareness amongst ourselves?
You just said it. It's education. It's basically education, because you have to educate literally everybody. Maybe not gamers. But they're maybe not in business life already. But they will be, but maybe they're not yet. But you have to educate everybody. So I'm a member of the Metaverse Education Council, which wants to educate all people, but also take care about the safety for kids using the Metaverse. Sometimes I would say we would also have to take care about the safety of architects, because if they use it though they don't want to use it. Somebody has told them to use it. So you have to take care about their safety, you have to take care about their understanding, And to make Metaverse a thing, we need the mainstream to believe in it. And that's the reason why we need to educate.
Absolutely. And this is a conversation that we will have to continue having.
Absolutely.
And an awareness that we will have to continue creating as an industry.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for joining
Thanks
us,
for having
Christian.
me.
Pleasure.